Hello and welcome to the What's Good with Gil and Larry podcast. I'm Gilly Rosari. That is my main man, Larry Loper. And we are coming to you on this brand new 2026. The date is January 6th. And we have NFL playoffs, all that good stuff. We've got regular season awards. But first, Larry, let's get into Black Monday strikes again.
Again.
Again, as our friends up north would say. Again.
Again.
Not
Man, oh
only
man.
did we have people lose their jobs on Black Monday, we
Yeah.
had somebody lose it on Sunday, and we had somebody lose it on Tuesday. So let's get into it. 7 openings. I've got the questions. Who got it right? Who got lucky? Who got screwed? And what's the best job opening if you had to pick? Now, let's go into who got it right. Out of the 7 openings, who were you like, yeah, I think this guy had to go? May not have been that he did a bad job. Maybe he did. But maybe it was time for a new voice. You're somewhere for so long, things get stale. You kind of got to re energize the franchise. Who do you think got it right?
For me, man, the first guy on this list, man, to get it right was John Harbaugh. I told you that it was going to be determined if they did not win that game, which they didn't win the game, that was going to be the determined factor if he's going to stay or go. And I was right. You know, you blew that game. They won. They was winning the game. They were dominating the game. It's the same story. You know, this time when no DJ Metcalf, with no DK Metcalf, you don't lose a game like that. Why do you stop running from Derrick Henry? You know, why is you I just don't understand it. This is like everything was lined up for you to win this game, and it comes down to coaching. At the end of the day, it comes down to coaching. Comes down to coaching, man. I'm not gonna talk about the personnel, none of that stuff, man. Y'all were winning the game into the fourth quarter. So yeah, it's a new direction. Maybe a new mouthpiece, a new sense of leadership. You know, it's just the same old, same old. And you know, Harbaugh, he'll get another job somewhere else. He'll definitely get one. One of these openings, he'll get another job. And I don't know if Baltimore is going to be that prolific next year with the new coach. I just don't think that they're going to transition where there is going to be explosive. You know what I mean? So for me, I thought that Harbaugh was a smart decision, good decision. It was time to move on.
I agree, but I don't agree with the last game. Yes, they had a lead and they coughed up the lead, but with the game winding down, they hit a big pass play to set up a 44-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That kicker had not missed anything under 50 all year. And it's right down the middle, and he missed it. As soon as he made contact with the ball, it veered right. And it had nothing to do with the wind. He lifted up his head. They don't keep their head down. That's usually a problem. I can't blame Harbaugh because his rookie kicker missed a 44-yard makeable field goal. You saw Lamar Jackson's face. You saw Derrick Henry's face. They thought it was in the bag, and the kicker choked. He succumbed to the pressure. To me, that game, I don't put that on Harbaugh.
Okay.
I can see him still being replaced in totality because you and I both thought when the season started that the Ravens had the best personnel and they wind up not making the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I can see them making a change. I'm just not putting the last game on him.
I can agree
You
with
did
that.
say last week it comes down to that game, win or lose. Ravens win, he's in. Ravens lose, he's out. Just like with Tomlin, Steelers win, he's in. Steelers lose, he's out. So you're consistent.
Yeah.
And the end result is the end result. I'm just saying with that game, I'm not putting that on Harbaugh.
And I can agree.
That kicker's got to make that kick.
I can agree with that, man. I can agree with that. You're right. The kicker got to nail it. Unfortunately, they lost. my man to being a drunk or whatever he did in the off season that got himself fired. One of the greatest kickers that ever
Oh,
did.
it was worse than being a drunk.
Oh
There
yeah.
were there were some women saying he was acting inappropriately
Okay. Well,
around him.
it was just from that right there. Then he's a rookie, man. Big moment, big moment, big moment. And unfortunately, he choked at the wrong moment. He did Ace Ventura. Laces out,
Mm,
laces out. You
I,
feel me?
mm,
But outside of that, man, we had a couple other coaches, man, that got the axe, man, which deservedly should have got the axe. And next on that list was I honestly didn't think that the guy was going to go. I thought he deserved to go, and you definitely said he deserved to go. I thought that Arthur Blank, being Arthur Blank, was going to let this guy get another year because how they
mhm,
finished the year. But you said no, he should go because you said the totality of the year it should not be condensed to that one second half of the year, not even the whole second half, towards the latter couple games. So you were right, Gil, 100% right. Raheem Morris, he had to go. And then as I thought and reflected on it, with that personnel, they made the right decisions in the offseason to build the defense up, which they did. And for y'all not to make especially in a weak division, the team that won the division technically lost but won. You know what I mean? And they came in with a
mhm,
losing record. We don't believe that the winner of this division is even worthy of being in the playoffs. And no matter who made it, nobody deserved to be in the playoffs from the South, right? And you can dominate that division. Oh yeah, you gotta go, bro. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gamble, and I know he didn't make the call on Penix. That's the GM's call, right? You got coach, you
who
got
who
coach.
who also got fired?
Uh the GM.
Yes.
Exactly. Y'all gamble like you brought Kirk Cousins in $100 million deal, and you drafted the quarterback, which did not set things in motion right. Right? You gambled on Penix. Not saying it was a bad. I'm not saying nay yay on him. I'm just saying he's a rookie. And I expect rookie stuff to happen with rookies, but you're injured. And that was one of the big question marks coming out of college was the injury. Just, and what we had, you injured. Kirk Cousins played up towards the latter end. When he got his confidence back, he played up. And I just thought that they just played that whole situation wrong, man. I never thought that Kirk Cousins had a chance coming in. You got $100 million and you got to always worry about your job because they drafted a rookie. I don't want to go into a season with that pressure. I want to go in with saying this is my team, my keys. Let me make my mistakes because he was balling, man. The first couple
Mhm.
games, like the first 4 games when he first came to Atlanta, he was balling. Then he just hit this wall and he just kind of lost his mojo. But Raheem Morris had to go. He had to go. Bye. That was a smart decision. I'm glad Arthur Blank actually
Blank.
blank. I was right because you always correct me, man, when I'm wrong. All right, blank.
Mhm.
I'm glad he was able to to let this guy go because he's just not ready to be a head coach, in my opinion.
I'm in agreement. He was one of the guys that I said should go. But I will say I'm surprised. I didn't think Arthur Blank was going to do it. I thought because he had such a good reputation inside the building, inside the locker room, and them winning the last 4 games, I thought that would be fool's gold. And I thought Arthur Blank would give him another year because he likes to give his head coaches who are on a hot seat that extra year because he wants to be sure. I was a little surprised, but 2, 8, and 9 back-to-back seasons with that roster, I thought since the roster is still going to be good next year, it was time to get in another coach and see what they can do. And the owner basically agreed, but I'm surprised. I thought he should go. I didn't think he would go with
Yeah,
that owner, but he did, which tells me that that Arthur Blank had this decision in his mind already, probably a couple months ago,
yeah,
because the last month all they did was win, and it didn't change his mind. So I give uh I give him credit for that. Kudos. Hopefully, he's got somebody in mind.
yeah,
I know they always do this big coaching search, and stuff like that. Have your ace in mind and then have everyone fall underneath, or else you should have just kept Alfred Morris to begin with.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yes, I am also in agreement. So who else do you think got it right?
Um, oh, this guy right here, man. He had to go. He had to go. I mean, he had to go. And man, it just once again, it's the situation, man. Um, you have five quarterbacks on the roster, and none of them were potentially the guys. You know, Shador ended up finishing the year out, and that's a big question mark. Is he going to be the guy going next year, or they're going to build around Shador? That's the biggest question mark right now.
Hmm.
The fan base likes him. You know, I think the locker room likes him. I mean, he brings swag and moxie to that team. Gillen Gabriel was a gamble. You know, you didn't stick by him. Um, you started off with Flacco. You know, you traded Kenny Pickett. Like it was just bad. It was just a bad situation, man. And it was just time for him to go. It was time for him to go. I didn't see you got a good defense, a great defense. You had a great defense. You know, Miles Garrett, shout out to Miles Garrett for breaking that record because we knew he was going to get it. Um, I just thought that he lost that identity of the team because he was supposed to be off on offensive guru, but they were terrible at offense. So if you don't do offense very well, I don't see the direction team getting any better. It's time to move on, man. It was been time for him to move on, man. And then once again, I thought he should have been played Shador, at least gave him a chance before Gillen. But I get it. You drafted Dylan Gabriel ahead of Shador. And then once Shador got in, you know, he's going to make rookie mistakes. That's what happens when you know, he wasn't the guy he had to play for his position. But I just thought it was time to move on. And we'll see, man. You know, it's Cleveland, man. I mean, it's Cleveland, bro. It's hard to even talk about Cleveland. So, yeah. What about you?
I think Cleveland got it right. I think it's not that Stefanski isn't a good head coach. I just think they needed a change there. He was the two-time coach of the year
Yeah.
in Cleveland. But I think they needed a different voice. I think they needed to go in a different direction. I think he needed to go somewhere else. I think he's a good coach. I just think that at this time is not a good situation for him. So I think he's going to be a pretty good coaching candidate. And I also think Jim Schwartz, the defensive coordinator, will be a pretty good coaching candidate too.
Mm,
So, because he always has a good defense everywhere he goes.
yeah.
He got one shot at head coach. It was in Detroit when Detroit was awful. I think you give him another, another shot. I think he'll come into it this time more prepared as a head coach than he did last time. So I think both of those guys will be pretty good
Yeah.
head coaching candidates.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And
So,
for him, I think it's a great change for him. I think it's a time for him to go on because I do believe, like you, I don't think he's a bad coach at all. You know, I just think that it's Cleveland, man. It's Cleveland.
mhm.
It's something about Cleveland. Hell, Bill Belichick was at Cleveland, man. So we've seen that it's Cleveland with
And
the
he
New
only had
England.
he only had one good year in Cleveland.
Yeah, it's Cleveland, man. It's Cleveland. Hate to say it, Ohio, but that's
I
unfortunately,
don't hate to say it. I don't
you
hate to
know,
say it.
I think the fan base is passionate, man. I hate to say
I
it for
think
the
the
fan
fan
base.
base is passionate, but
You
get it
know what I
right.
mean?
When
But you
you're
gotta get it
bad
right.
for this long, get it right. Get it
About
right.
that.
I feel bad for the fans, but I don't
I
feel bad
do.
for the organization. Get it right. Get it right. Every year you've got high draft picks, and they're gonna
Yeah,
have high one again
another one.
this year. Yeah,
Waste of talent.
yeah. Where's the
Waste of talent.
quarterback? Well, oh, we got to see. Let's give it another year and get the quarterback. Get it.
Man, they ain't had a quarterback ever for 19 years straight, bro. Different quarterback. 19 seasons straight. I
The
think
court.
last one they had consistently was Baker.
And well, Baker wasn't good as a Brown. They did make the playoffs the one year, but he really wasn't good.
No, he
He's
wasn't.
good. He's good now.
Yeah.
He wasn't good then. He's good now.
It's Cleveland, man. It's Cleveland.
Get
Last
it
great quarterback.
right.
That's a great quarterback to have with Bernie Kosar.
Man, is that the last good one?
Name
You,
one.
you don't think Tim Couch was good?
Woo! Yeah, he in the same category as DeMarcus Russell. and, they,
Dude,
and they going to
dude,
ain't they going to run the neck and neck for bust. You know what I mean?
you remember that post game press conference, or not press conference, but he's being interviewed in the locker room, and as he's talking, he starts crying. Tim Couch, you
Oh
remember
man,
that? He
no,
started
no.
crying. It's like it's hard to be a quarterback here, man. It's hard.
Oh, and that's supposed to be my leader. That's supposed to be my leader. Oh man,
Disappointing tear. Anyway,
disappointed dear. Hey
so
man,
who else do you think
got it right.
got it right? I can think of one. Oh, I wasn't thinking him, but I also agree. They got it right.
Yeah, they
Oh,
definitely got
oh
that.
man, Pete.
Oh
Oh
man,
man,
Pete,
Pete
man.
Carroll.
Oh man, Pete, I thought you was gonna go out there, man, and do your mojo. I thought you was gonna rejuvenate that locker room, that team, and do what you normally do. But man, it's like you got older. You became like the president of the United States going to Vegas, man. You just got older. You know, all the presidents going to the White House, they just get older before the 8 years is up. They just get older. That's how he looked. It's like the game passed him by. So every time his team hit the field, it was just bad. You know what I mean? They got the number one pick, bro. That means you're bad. Terrible. Terrible.
And
This
they
is my brother.
won. They won the
I
last
know.
game.
They
They
won the
still got
last
the number
game. They
one
still got the
pick.
number one pick.
Stupid Giants.
Stupid Giants.
Giants winning their last two games. What a bunch of dummies.
Yeah, man. You could have had some trade bait. You know, that number one pick would have been juicy, but
Mhm.
now you had to win. You cut it's
Yes, I agree. I thought Pete Carroll, his philosophy was pre 2010.
yeah.
And the game has changed. You got to be, don't draft a running back high in the draft and then not run them. Okay, and don't be, oh, we were down, double figures early in the game. You didn't have a very good defense, but you have a running back. Run with the running back. So yeah, I'm in agreement with you. Let's do one more. One more. They got it right. Want me to help you out? I'll do
Yes,
one.
sir.
What about Jonathan Gannon in Arizona?
Oh man, I forgot to bring my boy up. I got it. I'll bring his image up. But
I
yes,
I I think Arizona got it right.
yes,
He specialized in defense, and defense was terrible for him in school.
terrible.
When you're going downhill, the longer you're in that position, and then what you're known for is probably the Achilles heel now. You gotta go, bruh.
Yeah, you gotta
You
go.
gotta go. You're out of here.
Yeah,
So I think they got Jonathan Gannon right.
yeah. Jonathan Gannon was definitely right, and I would put his disappointing X in a box face up because yeah, he lost all control, man. I mean, man, Arizona was just bad. First, we put on Kyler Murray was we knew it was a gamble coming to the season. We get Kyler Murray. Well, we put us right that he wasn't the guy. You're not the guy that built a franchise around. And then,
Mhm.
hey, man, you wearing with Jacoby Brissett, right? He is a career backup for a reason, man. It is what
Career
it is.
backup.
And then you got this guy, and you got this defense where you went out the offseason, you uploaded defense. It's supposed to be a great defense. It's supposed to be, pressure, back end. Yeah, right. They was terrible, like you said, man.
Terrible.
Terrible. So yeah, you deserve to get fired. So I believe that all the owners that fired these coaches were great, great. The chef bring out some good food. And great
Yes.
compliments to the chef. Compliments to the chef because y'all made some smart decisions and bring some new people in there. And some of these teams, we'll discuss a little bit later. Some of these positions is coveted, man. Some of these positions,
Mhm.
I think that you could go in right now with the roster that's built, and you can really do some damage. You know what I mean? And some of them is, if you want to challenge, okay. You know what I'm saying? You want to challenge, it's okay.
All right. So let's go to, who do you think got lucky? meaning they kept their job when they should have got fired. Yeah.
I think, I think the face explains it all, man.
Oh my gosh. I 100% agree. 100% agree. I think Steichen got a little lucky too.
Oh yeah,
I think he
Steichen,
got a
yeah,
little lucky.
he did, he did.
Little bit. I
I
mean,
mean,
that was a bad choke job. 7-1,
man,
8-2, and you finish 8-9.
man. I mean, it's crazy though. Riley Leonard showed me a little something that last game against the Texans. Um, that's that awkward. Yeah, okay. Hey man, they
He
play.
showed me they can lose close. That's what he showed me. Just like
So
Philip
going,
Rivers the previous 2 weeks. Showed me he can lose close.
so going to next year, because Daniel Jones won't be there the first half because of his injury, right? What's up with Richardson? Are we going Riley Leonard? Are we going Richardson? What are we doing?
I'm not going Richardson.
Not going Richardson.
I'm
The
not.
project is done. Put a fork in that
I
project.
don't know who's the starter. I don't think it's going to be Old Man Rivers.
No.
But if Daniel Jones is not ready, which he's probably not going to be, it's either Leonard or bring somebody else in because there's going to be guys available. Maybe you get Tua. I think Tua's going to
Yeah,
get I think Tua's going to get released. No one's
I
going
do
to
too.
trade for him.
Yeah.
So I think maybe you bring in Tua or maybe you bring in Kyle Murray. You bring in
Yeah.
somebody or is Brissett under contract? Brissett's good for a month. He's one of those quarterbacks that's good for a month. He could go back to
Yeah.
Indianapolis and start for a month until Daniel Jones is ready.
You
I
don't
don't
think
bring in Daniel Jones back until he's 100% ready.
you don't think Arizona keeps him? Was that
I don't know if he's under contract. If it was a
okay?
1 year deal,
Probably more likely was.
he's going to be
Yeah.
available. So
Yeah,
I
more
don't
than
know. I
likely
mean,
was.
what's a better situation to you going into the offseason in
Oh, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis or
Yeah,
Arizona?
Indianapolis.
Now the only caveat is who's going to be the head coach. Does he wait until he finds out who the head coach is for Arizona before he makes that decision? I think that would be smart.
Yeah. 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 That would be smart. Another one that luck up. Well, now I don't know because we haven't heard no words. So I'm assuming that he is safe for another year. I'm assuming
Mm-hmm.
he is safe for another year, Gil, because I haven't
Mm-hmm.
heard any word about Aaron Glenn being fired. So they might let him do another year and see what he could do.
I think they are going to let him do another year, which, by the way, I don't agree with.
I definitely don't agree with
I
y'all.
don't
Y'all was
see
bad. Like y'all,
anything that tells me next year is going to be any different than this year.
nothing. What you if you give me a quarterback? No. I didn't see nothing defensively that made me say
Speaking of defense, I got to congratulate the Jets. I got to congratulate them because they pulled off something that has never been done before. You ready?
I'm ready.
They are the only team in NFL history
Oh yeah,
since they've kept track of this stat since 1933. So maybe it happened before 1933, but since they've kept track of this stat since 1933, they are the only team that went an entire year without recording one single interception all year.
wow.
And yet, Aaron Glenn is a defensive minded head coach.
Is he?
And we decided to keep this guy after breaking a record. Breaking a record that no one else can only tie. They can't ever break it. They can only tie it.
Only Woody Johnson. Only Woody Johnson.
What are we doing?
Only Woody Johnson will give this man another year.
I get
Have no hope.
I get he's close to the heart because he played for the
Uh,
team and he
I
was
get
a
that
good
part.
player, but he's a terrible head coach. I don't even think he was a good coordinator.
I don't either.
I think Detroit had so much good going on. He just needed not to be bad.
That part. I said when he came over. I said when they hired him. I said, well, Detroit wasn't outstanding on defense, like
Mm.
and I just didn't. I just never believed that this was the guy. I said it from the rip. He wasn't the guy. I didn't believe he was the guy, man. So when they brought in Eric Glenn, I was like, okay, that's not going to be the answer. Then and I was hoping Justin Fields. I was just hoping for
Me
Justin
too.
Fields to
I
just
was
have
too.
a decent year to be that guy, man. Just because I believe in Justin Fields to an extent, I just felt like he never really got a fair shake anywhere he went. So this was for me, this was his resume builder. This was for me, his chance for him to go in here and demand at the position. And he dropped the
He
ball, bro.
failed, man. He
He
got
fell
benched. Before he
miserably,
got
bro.
hurt, he got benched.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
benched for Tyrod Taylor. And I say, hey,
Who
listen, he'll be able to come back because Tyrod Taylor won't last very long. Tyrod Taylor got injured. Justin Fields came back. Just as
terrible.
bad.
And then when with Cook
Awful.
in, and Cook
Awful.
was just a snowball effect all year. And it just got worse and worse and worse. Like it was offensively, then when the defense wasn't clicking, now both of y'all ain't clicking. Y'all just went, y'all let Buffalo beat the crap out of y'all with Trubisky, man. I ain't knocking Mr. Trubisky because he knows that system, right?
Mhm.
But y'all got mollywopped, like mollywopped. It was supposed to be the backups, supposed to be a preseason game for the most part, man. And you got destroyed by the second and third string. That's terrible.
Mhm.
Terrible.
Mhm.
So I don't see no future for the Jets. I feel sorry for their fans because that product you putting on the field is terrible. Your coach, I don't know how you can go next year and believing that you're going to be able to compete with anybody in your division.
They're gonna suck again. And this is another reason why they should have made a change. They got 2 picks in the first round. They got the second pick and they got the 16th pick.
They're going to blow them.
You get yourself a good offensive guy as a head coach. You can take a quarterback at number 2.
You're daggone right.
You can take a quarterback at number 2. Mendoza is probably going number 1.
Yeah,
Probably. Not
probably.
definitely, but probably. You get this. You give pick of the litter of the second best quarterback. We
Yeah.
thought this year, outside of Tennessee, we thought there would be a big drop off with the quarterbacks that were left, which happened not to be true.
No.
It happened not. There were a few guys that you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I might have a few franchise quarterbacks here after
Yeah.
all. So I'm
It's a
not going
fact.
to say that it's a one-horse race. There might be 2, 3, 4 quarterbacks that can qualify to be the second pick. Maybe. We'll
I
see the
wonder.
process. We'll see the combine, the Senior
Yes,
Bowl,
sir.
what do you call that? When they come to your school
Oh, the
to
pro
what
day.
what is it?
The pro day.
Your pro day. So
Yep.
they got the end personal visits. Teams can call you for a visit.
Yep.
You have 4 real chances to show up and show out. I think there'll be a quarterback somewhere that'll do it.
I wonder if the guy from Ole Miss come out, Chambliss. Is he coming out this year?
Well, the thing is more gonna come out from
I
Oregon.
doubt it. I doubt it. I
I
don't know. Hold up. If Oregon win the whole thing, he might come out,
he's
which is a possibility.
also got to look at the draft next year. It's supposed to be a much better quarterback draft. He might be a better quarterback next year, but fall further down the draft order because
Yeah.
of circumstances, because of competition. Where here, if he comes out, he comes into it at
Second.
least
One of the
before all
second.
the workouts, he comes in at number 2.
Yeah. And might even perhaps be number 1.
Might even possibly be number 1.
So that
For
might
me.
be a lot to pass up, man.
Mhm.
That might be a lot to pass up, man. If I'm guaranteed to go 1 or 2, compared to me staying another year.
And he's going head to head against Mendoza.
Yeah.
It's Indiana against Oregon.
Whew. Rematch.
I still think Indiana's going to win, but
Yeah, me too.
I think Oregon's the second best team. I think whoever wins between Indiana and Oregon mollywops Ole Miss or Miami. I think they beat the
Miami's
poo-poo
been
out of them.
impressive, man. Miami's been impressive.
So's Ole Miss.
Miami's
But
been
yeah,
impressive, man.
Miami's been very impressive.
Yeah, you gotta leave my team alone, Gil. That's my team.
Okay.
It's my college team. Gotta leave my team alone, man.
They were the team that almost didn't make it, and
Yeah.
now it looks silly.
Now they showing you that they deserve to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Defense stepped up.
You want to do it?
Hey, man, and we got one more coach I want to talk about, man, who
Sure.
definitely got saved.
Oh, Taylor.
Definitely got saved. Man, once again, I said I thought that because he didn't have Joe Burrow all year, that they was gonna give him another play. And when Joe Burrow came back, he showed somewhat what the offense could do. But I still think that in this offseason, they still got to get the whole line ready. They definitely got to get the defense up to par. So that's a big. They got a lot of question marks, a lot of holes. You solid on receivers, cool. You know what I mean? You got a decent running back. I like Brown as a running back, cool. You got your franchise quarterback, cool. Now we need O-line.
O-line.
We need pressure cookers. We need some guys.
D-line.
We need some defensive backs. We need a safety.
You need linebackers.
We need a linebacker. We need a lot of holes to fill, Jack. Because, our offense could put up 30 plus a game. Easy. But our defense is giving up 38. Reminds me early of the Cowboys. Who let Eberflus go, and talking to you, because I was like, yeah, good riddance, but you did make some great points. And off of camera, Gil was saying about them Eberflus is the fact that, once again, the defensive guy is a fall guy for why we lose. And it shouldn't be that way, because it started with Dan Quinn. He was not the fall guy. We looked very impressive as a defensive unit. Hell, Trayvon Diggs got a contract underneath Dan Quinn, right? Then you bring in Mike Zimmer, which I just never thought the scheme worked well, what he was bringing in. Cool. Eberflus, to his credit, like you say, he didn't have nothing to work with, bro. He had nothing to work with. You trade off your best defensive player before the season started. That's a huge blow.
Right before the season started.
Huge blow. Huge blow. At the time, we had nobody to bring pressure. We must have Williams move until later on, right? Our secondary was just trash. Then we was decimated by injuries, and they just couldn't cover anybody. They couldn't cover anybody. They couldn't cover a 5-year-old little girl running a route. If she was out there running a route, she could cut the ball. 5-year-old little girl. A 5-year-old little girl. Okay? We let Trayvon Diggs go. Cool. I'm a fan of that. It's cool. I don't think Eberflus was great at the job, but then again, it's hard to be great when you got a bunch of trash. So, and I don't know who they're going to bring in to this job. I know they need to really bring somebody that's going to, man, I don't know who you could bring in, bro. It's Dallas, man. I don't even know Joe would want that position. You know what I mean? So,
well, yeah. I mean, if every year when the Cowboys underachieve and then the fall guy is always the defensive coordinator, why would you want to go?
I won't want to go there.
But someone's going to go because it's going to be the Cowboys, and Jerry's going to act like he loves you, and you're the missing piece, and someone's going to, take that fool's gold.
Yeah,
so I wanted to do one more, and it's who got screwed. And this is going to be a little bit strange, but this is what I thought.
Okay.
Who got screwed was the Pittsburgh Steelers fans, because they kept Tomlin. At the end of the game, pumping his chest and blowing a kiss to the camera. Tomlin, hey, Mike. You got lucky. The kicker missed an easy field goal. You got lucky. Okay? Really, you were at home. You should have lost. I don't know if they would have fired you or not, but you should have lost. Harbaugh gets canned because he lost that last game because his kicker couldn't make a field goal. His kicker not making a field goal made you go to the playoffs. Straight up. up. I don't
Straight
know
up.
if you kept your job, but it made you go to the playoffs. So don't be all about it. Please, please. Will you? The
Will ya please?
fans lose. The
Will ya
fans
please?
lose. They get another 9-8 season or 10-7 season, and they're going to get mollywopped. There ain't no way that team is going to a Super Bowl. No way.
Bueno? No, no,
No
no
way.
way.
Okay? And you heard it here first.
Well, them
Um,
Steelers fans ain't gonna like you, man.
hey
But anyway,
man,
if you
I
think
feel
they
bad
go
for
wrong,
them. I've got the tears because they were disappointing for
yes, they were.
them. I feel sad for them. Now, don't be mad at me. I want you to have better. When did Pittsburgh's when did expectation go to just having a winning record, being one and done in the playoffs?
Mm.
When was the last time they
Well,
won a playoff
hey,
game?
hey, hey,
2016?
hey, Gil, you think it's gonna change this year? We'll get to that. I don't want to even give them a spoiler alert.
Good.
We'll
Good.
get to that.
Don't worry, I'll get to it. I got something to say about that.
We'll get to that.
So let's
So
move on
let's
to
move on.
regular season awards.
Let's get it, man. Let's
All the
get it.
major ones. So we
Yes, sir.
got league MVP,
Yep.
offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year, offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, and coach of the year.
Let's get it.
Okay.